one positive thought leads to another positive thought, leads to all these little things that you notice that you're grateful for in every day. All about finding gratitude. This is the 5-minute journal. Today's simple gratitude is me in line at Taco Bell. Most mornings I wake up and I'm like, damn it, I gotta wake up. 3 things that you're grateful for. Hello, I'm coming to you from beautiful Suttons Bay, Michigan over the 4th of July weekend. And if you are new to following me, I am doing something every month, a new challenge that is called my Year of Simple. And this month, my challenge is all about finding gratitude every single day and practicing gratitude. If you have been following me for a while, you might have seen last year I posted a video all about losing my dad to cancer and how I really got through that whole short 3-month process by finding gratitude in the things that I have and not the things that I lost, or the things that I had with my dad and everything that I was grateful for in my life with him. I talk a lot about it in that video. I lost my dad about 3 years ago, and a year after he passed, so 2 years ago, I purchased a gratitude journal, and it's called the 5-minute journal. I used that journal for probably a couple of months, and I really liked the process of using it. And so this month, although I did not bring it with me here on this vacation, we're here for a week. So as soon as we get back home in a couple of days, I intend on using the journal every day. And I also plan to post on my Instagram stories, which at this point, by the time you're watching this video, this will be a recap of my whole month, so it will be too late to follow it. But I will insert some of the moments of gratitude. Back from my trip up north, and I wanted to share a few little things that happened on that trip that gave me great pause and gratitude. If you go on a vacation or you spend time with your family, I think the main sense of gratitude is probably like, oh, I'm so grateful that I'm able to take this time, or that I have the resources to take this trip. But I think that those are really obvious things. And so a few things that really stood out to me that were strange was one particular night I was taking a shower before I went to bed. See, I'm telling you, this is strange. We were staying with friends of ours in a beach house that we rented, and a lot of people had taken a shower that night. I was like probably the last person to take a shower. And as I was standing in there towards like midway through my shower, I started to notice that the hot water was fading off. It's always like a sense of, okay, I gotta get this over with. And then you get annoyed that like the hot water's almost used up. And I just sort of took pause and thought, I'm really grateful that this water is actually warm right now and that I have access to warm water. But this water is actually warm, and that's way better than being ice cold. So I know that that's a strange moment of gratitude, but I actually didn't rush through my shower. I actually didn't try to turn it to make it warmer, because then you go through the hot water even faster. And I just enjoyed the lukewarm shower, which sounds weird because normally I would not enjoy a lukewarm shower, being the last one to take the shower that gets like the crap water. But I also had a lot of gratitude for the fact that, you know, we vacation a lot with our kids. We have since they were like just a few months old, and we love to vacation with them. Sometimes vacationing with your kids doesn't feel like a vacation. It's sort of stressful. And particularly we went to Disney earlier this year and I hated it, which is another topic. But in the past, when we've done beach vacations or city, like we go to San Francisco a lot with them, I love those trips. But this really felt like a relaxing vacation. We kayaked every day. My daughter, who was 8, learned that she loves kayaking, and she begged us to go multiple times a day. It was just so nice to actually feel like I had a relaxing vacation with our family. And I loved watching them just play outdoors and enjoy the water and enjoy nature and not be on an iPad all day. Like, we didn't even bring our iPads. Today is the 11th, and I just realized that I haven't shown you the gratitude journal that I talked about in the beginning of the video and that I plan on using, and I also realized that I haven't been using it. So, year of simple fail on my part. It's the 11th, like nearly halfway through the month, and I haven't even started using the damn journal. However, I have been taking mental stock of things that I'm grateful for every day, but I think that's not really the point. The point is to actually physically write it out and make it a part of my routine morning and night. This is the 5-minute journal that has been sitting here like this for probably a year or so. Okay, so the last time I used this was the morning of January 10th, 2017, and I didn't even use it at night. But here in a nutshell is how you're supposed to use this. So it's nice because if you do skip days, you can just fill in your own date. There's a little affirmation or a quote every morning, which is great. And then basically you're just supposed to write down 3 things that you're grateful for, 3 things that would make today great, daily affirmation. What's this little smiley face all about? I don't know. Oh, shoes on sale. What happened that day? Took a beautiful morning walk with Harrison. Realized the shoes I've been eyeing were on sale. That's a great day. So yeah, I'm going to get back to filling this out every morning and every night. I really like the concept of gratitude in general for the little things that it helps you notice, because it's easy to be grateful for the really big things in life. But sometimes, like, you know, when I was going through everything with my dad, sometimes you just have to be grateful for where you literally are right here and right now. And I am in a warm, cozy bed in the morning. Like, I can remember so many mornings when my dad was going through his cancer diagnosis, and then after we lost him, I think the one thing with grief is that it's like every morning you wake up and you're realizing that you're in the grief, that like it didn't go away. That really did happen. And so every morning it's like the first thought is like, yes, I'm alive, but this person isn't. And that was real. And it's a really weird thing to wake up to every day. And sometimes it's nice to just wake up and shift your focus. Like, yes, that thought enters your mind, but then the next focus is, I'm in a nice, warm, cozy bed. I have a strong, healthy body. Sometimes it's shifting your focus to little things like that that can just shift your focus in your day-to-day life, which might seem very mundane and routine and boring. If you're looking for little tiny like positive treasures every day, it's like, oh, this guy at the checkout was really nice to me. Oh, this stranger said something kind to me. Oh, my daughter gave me a really big hug. You all of a sudden start looking for all those little positive things within your day, and that changes your frame of mind. One positive thought leads to another positive thought, leads to all these little things that you notice that you're grateful for in every day. And also, like, I don't know about you, but I don't normally like take a moment to give my bed praise. I'm not normally like, oh, I'm so grateful that I have this warm, cozy bed to wake up to every morning. Most mornings I wake up and I'm like, damn it, I gotta wake up. And so it's nice to change your focus and shift it and think like, I could be in a really uncomfortable bed. Some people don't have beds to sleep in. I could be on a floor. I just read a book about a girl who lived in like a tent city homeless. And so, you know, I think it's just shifting your thought process and shifting the way you see things.
You know, all these years struggling, pushing against it. And then I just thought about my heart beating all those years, every single moment, never giving up, my legs remaining strong.
His MS, he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
You know, who am I to be upset that I don't look the way that society's conditioned me to feel is right? Mm-hmm. I'm grateful. And I just realized, what if I just love myself today, right now, how I am? I don't want to be striving for this other version.
Yeah. I really just reached a point, are you here too, where you just want to make yourself the healthiest you can be?
Yeah.
So today's moment of gratitude is maybe a little bit strange, but earlier today I was out driving, running some errands, and someone in a big truck pulled up like right behind me, pedal to the metal, as close as possible, like almost touching my car. And that kind of shit drives me nuts. And I always do what my dad used to do, pump on the brakes to let that person know, like, hold up, get off my back. So I did that, and the guy got around me, and as he drove right past my car, he rolled down his window and gave me the biggest, most like flex middle finger I've ever seen in my whole entire life. And instead of letting his negativity project onto me, like he pushed his negativity onward to me, I laughed, waved, drove on, and then we were next to each other at a stoplight for just a quick second, and he did it again, and I blew him a kiss and drove off. I was like, your negativity, whatever is happening in your life right now that is making you that angry, I am grateful that I'm not experiencing that. So I'm not letting you bring that onto me, so bye-bye. So that was my weird moment of gratitude today. Grateful that I'm not going through whatever made that person so angry in that moment. No, thank you. Today's simple gratitude is me in line at Taco Bell. I had to drive 2 hours away to meet up with my friend Stacy to get all of our bridesmaids dresses tried on and altered. And so for the long ride home, I'm doing my favorite thing, getting Taco Bell, listening to podcasts in my car alone. Simple pleasures. And also I'm grateful I got to see my girlfriends tonight. That was fun for just a moment. And also I'm grateful that my dress fit. So probably in just the last few moments ago in this YouTube video, I was talking about the 5-minute journal and that I've used it before and then I stopped using it and I want to start using it again. I haven't been using this for the last couple of days. I started using it again for a couple of days and then I stopped. And I don't want to say that this isn't a good book. This is a great book. And I think if you're someone who's trying to either set an intention for the day or take time to, you know, experience gratitude every day, this is such a beautiful book. And I just love the way it even looks on my nightstand, even though there's like a stain. I think it's from a highlighter. Anyway, so what I've come to realize in the last few days is that for some reason, I don't know why. I don't know if it's this point in my life. I don't know if it's summer and I have no routine right now. I don't know what it is. I have all the time in the world to do this. But filling out, you know, half of a page in the morning and half of the page at night is not a lot of work. But for some reason, it feels like I don't want this to feel like gratitude homework, and that's what it feels like. And I am like, oh, I gotta do that thing before I wake up or get out of bed. And I don't want it to feel like that. I think gratitude should flow naturally through us, and it should be something that you just experience and acknowledge and move on. And so what I've learned right now is that I love this book. I highly recommend this book to people. I'm taking pause to be grateful for that moment that maybe I wouldn't have before. I am searching out, you know, those little things that happen in the normal days. And that's, I think, what gratitude is about. It's also about flipping your perspective when something bad happens and being grateful for what you do have and not what you don't. And I've been doing that without this. The only reason that I've been able to see those little things is because of this in the first place when I started using this. And so I feel like the everlasting effects of this are in me. And I just need to every day kind of wake up with a grateful heart and say, I'm going to look for, you know, that moment of gratitude today and recognize it when it comes and carry on. I was feeling guilty for not really using this every day as an exercise. And I don't want to feel that way because I've still been feeling the moments of gratitude. And if you feel that, then that's all that matters. So I had a little realization about gratitude recently, and not about gratitude for me, but gratitude for my children and what it means to them. So the other day, my son, who is 4, came to me and said, I'm so happy I have 2 sisters. And I just looked at him and I said, yeah, you have a lot to be grateful for, right? And he just sort of looked at me, and it dawned on me that my kids are very thankful kids. They come to me all the time. I'm very grateful that they come to me and they recognize, like, thank you, Mom and Dad, for taking us on this trip, or thank you for taking us to ice cream, or we're so lucky that you do this for us. They say that all the time. I've realized that whenever we go on a vacation at the end of the night, when we're tucking them in bed, we always say, like, what was your favorite part about the day? And it's not that we don't do that every single day. Life gets too busy, but we do it, you know, from time to time, and particularly when we're on vacation. And it sort of dawned on me when my son said out of the blue the other day, I'm so happy that I have 2 sisters. I realized that they don't understand that that is gratitude. and they actually didn't know what the term gratitude was or what it meant. And so I sort of was like explaining to them what gratitude is. I think what I'm gonna do in the future when we do that, what was your favorite part about the day, it might turn into what was your moment of gratitude today, because I think it's really important to teach our children at such a young age. Like I said, I think they have the concept of being thankful for certain things, and that when they get certain things, they're very thankful and lucky. However, I think flipping it to just gratitude and making sure that they realize that it's gratitude, I think it will help them with certain situations in the future. I've probably said before that for me, it's really easy for me to turn towards gratitude in really difficult times or when bad things happen. Like say if my car were to break down or something were to happen, I would be like, oh, well, at least the kids aren't with me. Or at least I have a cell phone, or at least, you know, I didn't need to be anywhere. Like I always figure out how it could have been worse, whatever the situation might be. And so I always turn towards gratitude in moments like that. And I think you have to be able to find moments of gratitude in every day. Every day is not going to be an amazing vacation or an amazing day or have anything eventful happen. Sometimes we just go to work every day, or we're a stay-at-home mom and we're doing the same routine things every day. But if you're not able to find gratitude or something to be grateful for, or some positive spin to put on your everyday, even if it's a job you hate, you go to a job every single day that you hate, if you're not able to find something good in it or have fun with it or make it something good and joyful and have moments of gratitude in your day, then what is life worth living? Yeah, so when my son came to me and said, I'm so thankful that I have 2 sisters, it just made me think like, yes, my children do have gratitude. They just don't know what it is. And so that's been the biggest, I think that's been the biggest thing for me, is that I don't necessarily need to keep a gratitude journal to have gratitude in my heart. And I want to make sure that my kids recognize that it is gratitude when they feel it. I think I might end it here. I'm almost at the end of the month. I think this would be a really good place to end it. Oh, what's next month? August. What's August? August is, oh, not hitting the snooze button. So August is going to be not necessarily about waking up early, but about when you wake up in the morning, just waking up and not hitting snooze. When you initially wake up, just get programmed to wake up and go. We'll see how that goes. I tend to want to sleep for another half hour after I initially wake up, so we'll see how that goes. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you in another video real soon. Bye.